Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. We're going to talk about the most bullish scenario for 2022 for Bitcoin and crypto. And this actually has to, a lot of things actually have to come together for this to actually work. So the first thing that has to happen is that Russia does not invade Ukraine. That will be bad for all markets. I have no idea how low it will dump if that actually happens. So for the most bullish scenario to happen, that has to not happen. The next thing that actually has to happen is that Jerome Powell still raises interest rates a little bit, but not as much as people expect him to. I think the expectation is actually 3 interest rate hikes of 25 basis points each. Now, if he announced like only 1 interest rate hike of 25 basis points or 2 interest rate hikes of 25 basis points tomorrow, I do actually think that's a slowdown. He's still doing good because he's still raising the interest rates, but if he doesn't raise them as fast as people expect, I think Bitcoin will actually get another pump. So less than 3 raises of 25 basis points each from Jerome Powell. Now, for the greater economy, I think he should do like 4 interest hikes of 25 basis points each, because he needs to look at the greater future and not just this year. But if he's actually afraid the economy might dump too much all of a sudden, he eases back on his interest rate rises, maybe only 2 this year or even 1 this year. I think the price of crypto will, and the stock market will actually reflect that. But you're just building a bigger house of cards that way. But for crypto to actually max in 2022, you do actually need either 2 or 1 interest rates of 25 basis points each. If he doesn't raise interest rates at all, I mean, crypto will do great. But then again, I think it's really bad for the future. So less interest rate hikes than 3 of 25 basis points each. The third thing that actually has to happen is this executive order report from Joe Biden next month, and that has to be pro-crypto. And that actually might be pro-crypto. He's not trying to pass a bill through Congress, because if he tries, he knows it's going to get stuck in the Senate, because the GOP is going to block whatever he wants to actually pass in the Senate. It doesn't really even matter what it is. So he knows the executive order is the only way to get it across. And if he actually demands regulatory clarity for cryptos, that will generally be a plus for cryptos, because the SEC and the CFTC have been dancing around the issue. It's causing a lot of regulatory uncertainty. I don't really know how deep the crypto lobby actually is, but there are a lot of crypto supporters that are actually around Biden right now. And he might actually establish an executive order that kind of clarifies the air for crypto, saying that, it could be regulated as a commodity or something like that. And that would actually be great. We don't really know what that is, but I think he'll provide somewhat of a framework for cryptocurrencies. And the fourth thing is Congress can actually pass a bipartisan bill. I know that sounds unlikely, but crypto is one of those things that is actually bipartisan. There are several people on both sides of the aisle that actually support and hate cryptocurrency, but that means they can actually come to a compromise. In fact, today, McHenry, I think a Republican from South Carolina, said we actually need kind of unified clarity for crypto. And he's pressuring the House Banking Committee to actually take action and take crypto power away from the SEC and the CFTC, who have been squabbling for crypto. Now, they're only able to actually do that. Because there's no statutes or laws regarding crypto on the books. Once there's statutes or laws regarding crypto on the books, they'll actually have to follow those laws. So he is actually, and he's not the only one. There's representatives from Hawaii, representatives from Wyoming, from both sides of the aisle that actually support crypto, having more unified regulations for crypto. So that's the other thing. This kind of proposal goes through. The House Banking Committee actually investigates this, and they actually have pro-crypto sentiment coming out from them. So if they write a crafted bill that basically defines X as security, X as commodity, I think it'll actually favor crypto a lot. So that's the third or fourth thing that actually needs to happen for crypto to have the most optimistic year. The fifth thing is the earnings reports from Apple and Tesla are good tomorrow and Thursday. Now, Tuesday, Microsoft earnings actually came out, and they weren't too bad. They weren't great. But we want some bullish earnings reports from Tesla and Apple. So that would actually be really cool. And the last thing, the sixth thing that needs to happen is that somehow magically the SEC passes the Bitcoin spot ETF. This is not the digital assets ETF or the blockchain ETF, but an actual Bitcoin spot ETF. I think that has maybe like a 10% chance of happening. But if it does happen, and all those other 5 things happen, you can bet crypto will probably be above 100,000 by the end of the year. But all those things actually have to happen, because all those things happening will drive consumer confidence way, way, way up. And that is the most optimistic scenario for crypto in 2022. I think a few of those things will happen, but not all of them. So I'm not really sure how high crypto or low crypto will actually go. Obviously, like a downturn would be if Russia attacks Ukraine. I don't think the ETF's actually going to get passed, but if all those things turn out our way, I think we can actually get above 100,000 and we can all be rich. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button, and thank you and have a nice day.